Marumoto-san is the country manager of AKT Health, Japan. Good evening, Marumoto-san. Before we begin, let me introduce Marumoto-san. So he's a specialist in medical affairs and medical information. He's a country manager at AKT Health and has 35 years of experience in the pharmaceutical industry and is committed to improving world health with a focus on integrating emerging healthcare technology solutions for patient-oriented life science and healthcare space. Prior to joining AKT Health, Dr. Marumoto worked for various pharmaceutical companies and held a number of senior positions at Indegene as country manager in 2021, at Takeda Pharmaceutical and at Ferring Pharmaceuticals as an associate director of medical affairs for more than 31 years, at Johnson & Johnson as medical scientific affairs for more than 3 years. His principal academic interest is in medical affairs, clinical research, biostatistics, medical publications, digital health, and medical communication. Thank you so much, Marumoto-san, for taking the time for us today. Welcome to Global Virtual Healthcare Summit 2022.
Thank you, Rashmi, for my introduction. Can you hear me?
Yes, Marumoto-san, we can hear you, and you can now share your screen.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I know you are already quite tired, but I am the last speaker of this webinar. Please give me a few more minutes. Today, I would like to show you the digital transformation in product life cycle in pharmaceutical industry. Yes, this is the overview of product life cycle in pharmaceutical industry. Some of you don't agree this categorization, but please let me go ahead with this today. From preclinical phase to post-marketing phase, product life cycle is considered to divide into 7 major parts. Preclinical initial registration, clinical trial, and R&D phase, and drug production, marketing, supply chain management are related to marketing phase and post-marketing phase. Digital transformation involves all phases of product life cycles. There are subcategory of preclinical phase, initial registration phase, and clinical trial phase. Drug discovery, non-clinical study, PK/PD study, and regulation, clinical trial, safety monitoring, CTD submission. And about PK/PD study, our Saturn software will contribute to digital transformation. Digital transformation technology is often used in this phase. I would like to focus on drug discovery phase because there is a report about R&D performance from Oracle. This graph describes R&D performance gaps. Red bar shows the importance and gray bar shows the performance of R&D. There are some gaps between importance and performance in these items. Most big gap is converting research ideas into products. Many pharmaceuticals are using digital transformation technology to fill this gap. This is one case study. This chart describes a case study of digital transformation in drug discovery phase. One of the cases of bridging the gap between the ideal and reality. In oncology therapeutics area, it is critical to evaluate the efficiency and safety of drug by the image of cancer cell. It takes a lot of time and resources to do image processing algorithm until using digital transformation. Amazon EC2 P3 instance powered by NVIDIA Tesla. This is a graphic processing unit. Accelerate machine learning training time from day to minute. And Apache MXNet is open source deep learning software framework. And this is another case study. Most of the researchers used animal or non-human cell lines for searching target molecules. But sometimes human cells did not react as animal or non-human cell line in these disease status. The startup company in Citro human platform combines AI with human genetics and genomic data to provide insight into the disease makeup and progression, propose forms of treatment, and predict patient response to those therapies. By generating high throughput data sets and interpreting those data via novel machine learning methods, it built a predictive molecule and that can accelerate target selection and the design of effective therapies. This is there are subcategory of drug production, marketing, supply chain management, and post-marketing survey phase. These are drug manufacturing, maintenance of product data, placing, patient communication, safety, and efficacy monitoring. Digital transformation technology is also often used in this phase. I focus on patient communication. This is a case study of digital transformation tool for patient communication. Not only healthcare industry, but also a variety of industries involved this type of communication tool. This type of tool is very convenient but easy to leak information. One of the digital transformation technology, blockchain, is effective in preventing leakage with personal information. Most important thing is patient-oriented healthcare and prevent patient privacy linkage. As I have showed, digital transformation involves each stage of product life cycle. Digital transformation and R&D are deeply involved, especially laboratory information management, bioimaging, AI-based R&D, and clinical trials platform. And also, DX, digital transformation and marketing are also deeply involved, especially customer relation management, customer project management, and inventory management. And DX contribute to the enterprise resource planning. Who benefits in digital transformation? Many people benefit from digital transformation, but it may be especially likely to benefit patients. For example, on-demand remote treatment or care and personalized treatment will contribute to patient comfortable daily life. Digital transformation also contribute to patient-oriented medicine. This is a digital transformation transition. some of you will say this is not the digital transformation. It is only digitalization and computerization. But I think digitalization and computerization involved digital transformation deeply. This transition changed the way of working style of people involved in medical, commercial, clinical work. Compared with 30 years ago, our working style has changed from analog to digital. For example, in the medical aspect, 30 years ago, optical slide projector, face-to-face meeting by education staff, and we use paper document. And 20 years ago, use PowerPoint Word software and use email. 10 years ago, face-to-face meeting by medical affairs or MSL. Use Beaver, KOL engagement, and current or future omnichannel and Web3. And about the commercial, 30 years ago, face-to-face meeting by MR. Use word processor. 20 years ago, use PowerPoint Word software. And 10 years ago, use Salesforce and Beaver. And current and future is omnichannel and Web3. It also, in the clinical aspect, 30 years ago, CRF by paper and PMDA submission by paper. But 20 years ago, use EDC and PMDA submission by electric CTD. And 10 years ago, real world data using big data analysis. And current and future, omnichannel and Web3. This is the 30 years ago circumstances. When I was a sales rep for a pharmaceutical company, I still remember when word processor introduced in our office. I was very happy because we had been writing daily sales report by hand every day until then. This is my first experience of digital transformation. This is omnichannel. Now, our work involves omnichannel in many aspects. Omnichannel and digital transformation are closely related and both need each other. And this is the last slide. And our work will related to the website. This shows Web 1. Web 1 website is only readable. And Web 2 website is readable and as well user can create it. And Web 3 website is readable, creatable, and users own control on it. And blockchain technology plays an important role. For example, this dApps, dApps is a peer-to-peer distributed application based on blockchain network and interoperability. Interoperability is, to connect a blockchain network to another blockchain network. In the past, blockchain is independent from another networks. So it can't use another network data. But now, interoperability makes it easy to use data each other. When we enter the Web3 era, it will be more personal and we need to be more self-responsible. And it will transform our work style. That's all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Marumoto-san. That was very informative, especially seeing your experience from the word processor to currently, I think you're already in the phase of Web 3.0.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will wait for a minute for the audience if they have any questions for us. So Marumoto-san, one question is from your experience, how important you think blockchain adaptation and implementation is important for the pharmaceutical industry?
Yes, I think blockchain technology is very important because uh, to prevent information linkage is very important. In Japan, some violation in linkage for patient information. So, to I'm sorry, to the patient, patient will make sure the blockchain technique and our patient oriented medicine is more increased.
Got it, Marumoto-san. Yeah, I think that was the only question they had. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.